Welcome back. It's been a while since I've done an video. Matter of fact, I was sort of slowing up on my videos, but that's going to change. But I'm going to catch you up on that. There's a reason why I haven't done an video in a while. That is because my old corp had a war deck. And now, if you remember, I mentioned that we had just started to get new members, and they haven't been in the game that long. And, you know, we're mining and whatnot. So when we got this war deck, the first, thought was, we won't be easy targets, and they will not, they'll stop the war deck. And a high percentage of war decks in high sec result in no kills. So what ended up happening, and if you remember, I mentioned that we wanted to get into PvP, and it had started going on, Sissy to, start doing that. Well, that's right around the time that the war deck happened. And then PvP became important. Now, I did not fly during this war deck because I'm of the, and I know somebody's going to say, well, then why the hell are you an Eve? But I am of the mindset that you can do whatever you want to do until you're affecting other people. That's the way I was raised. When you start affecting other people, then you got, your rights are starting to go. So if I ended up doing what I wanted to do and it caused the war deck to continue longer, I would have felt bad about that. So I ended up, not flying. I'd log on, talk with people and whatnot, but I didn't fly really. But I was on Sissy, and we did get on Sissy, learn some PvP maneuvers, learning how the modules worked. I mean, we came up with an awesome plan to be able to take them out. But the problem is that getting us all online was, at the same time, those that wished to fight. Not everybody wanted to participate in PvP, which is, that it's a game. You shouldn't do what you don't want to because they're new to the game. They're just getting, used to it, don't really have the skills to do decent DPS or shields. So, I mean, this is not like World of Warcraft where you can get in and just work hard and, catch up with everybody else. You have to wait for the skills to open up for you. So we ended up scattering to NPC Corps, and the war deck ended. But what ended up happening is that the person that they were really after in the corp, they got what they wanted, because after we all went into NPC corps, the dude in our corp was talking to the guy, one of the guys in their corp. I guess the idea of doing a duel came up. Guy in our corp didn't realize that when you duel, you can get potted. He was thinking it was more like WoW, where you go down to 1 health or something like that. So they got their guy. They got their kill. So I guess they were happy about that. They got that kill board thing. So, but for me, I'm glad that that situation happened, because it got me into, learning more about PvP. Like, for instance, when we were doing a skirmish on Sissy, we were using a module that was supposed to drain my capacity. So, not realizing that it couldn't drain my capacity. It was limited by their capacity, how much they could drain my capacity. So, being Mimitar, it really hit home how important it can be to not have any capacitor but still be able to shoot. You know what I'm saying? And, they were thinking, I mean, they put the capacitor drainer thingy on me. I forget the name of the module, 5W something. And they're like, is your capacitor drained? No, I have full capacitor. So it ended up, us having to experiment to see how these modules work. And now CCP tweeted about Brave Newbies, a corp that started in January, I believe. And they do, there's noobs and veterans in their corp, and they do roams in large numbers. And looking at their videos, that's an experience that you really can't get unless you're in a large, the impact of working together as a group, so to speak. So I was thinking about asking them if I could go on a couple of their roams to learn and record and put the footage on the channel. So I was thinking about that, and what I'm doing now is I'm saving up ISK to lose ships, because I'm able to fly a battleship, but the truth of the matter is that I really like battle cruisers. I like fast moving things. Frigates, battle cruisers, destroyers. A battleship, I feel like, oh my God, I feel like I'm just dragging. So, yeah, that's what's up with that. Now, I have another thing to tell you. I was sitting in chat one day and I was saying, I was coughing because I still have this cough from the pneumonia. And to make a long story short, one of my corp mates said, you might have a vitamin deficiency. You should look into taking vitamin D. Now, if you know me, I am great at, making sure the kids eat 3 meals a day plus their vitamins, but me, I'll cook the food, walk away. I could eat 1 meal every 18 hours, I'm not really big on food. Come to find out, I did have a vitamin deficiency. That was one of the guys in that corp that, whatchamacallit us. Anyway, that Wardecked us. I had a vitamin deficiency, a severe vitamin deficiency. So I started taking vitamin D and started feeling so much better. And I bought some more because I just bought a little thing. And I didn't buy the same brand. Come to find out, the second brand that I bought had a lot of soybean oil and additives in it. My body was not absorbing the vitamin D, and my cough started to come back. So for a while I could not figure out what it was, because I'm taking the vitamin D. And so when I called the doctor, he was like, what brand are you taking? He's like, no, go back and do what you were doing. So I went back to, what is this called? Nature Made, which is supposed to be no additives. And my body reacts a lot better to that. And the cough is starting to go away again. I had a very severe vitamin deficiency, and the fluid in my lungs was building up to a point where I was getting very, very sick. You could hear it. It sounded like people would make comments like, you should stop smoking. I've never smoked, ever. It was just, a reaction from a residual thing from the pneumonia. So once again, Eve saved my life. I might play this game for the rest of my life. I mean, it's nice to be able to laugh, and my laugh is starting to get back to normal. You take your health for granted, but it feels good to feel good. You know what? We haven't looked at this ship. Let's take a look at this baby. This is not bad. This is a Reaper. This is like the newbie frigate for the Mimitar. This is not bad. I mean, right now, it just feels good to fly. The game is so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. And it's very easy to, you're so focused on selling something or buying something or fighting someone, or a lot of people, mining ice. I don't mine ice, but mining ice, they're not even looking at the screen, to appreciate the beauty in this game. And what I want to do, I don't want to be one of those people that's been in the game for a long time and I don't appreciate the beauty in it anymore. I mean, look at that. Ooh, animation! Oh, yeah. So yeah, I don't want to do that. I always want to appreciate it. So yeah, that's what's been going on with me. I'm much more eager to do PvP now, but I want to build up some ISK first. And I've been playing around with possibly having an ult, but you know, I don't know what I want that ult to do. You know, I'm still trying to figure. Playing around with ults though, and I have biomass quite a few because I create them in the character screen and get in the game and they don't look right, or their ass is flat or something like that. I can't stand it, so I have to biomass them, and then you have to wait. So, you know, it's a long, tedious process, but going through the newbie tutorial and coming up with a skill plan, somebody's red. Holy shit.
Permission requested.
Yeah, wow. I realized on Nairo how inefficient I was with my skill process. Wow, am I like all over the place or what? And I have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but I'm not good at shit. So I'm trying to, and in any other game but Eve, I would have, you know, jacked this character, started another one. You know, like in WoW, if I put in the time, I could have caught up a new character and disposed of this one, doing it the right way that I would have liked to have done it. But in this game, it pays to stay in the game and just, you know, try. I wish there was a respec, you know. I really wish if you have a certain amount of skill points and you see that you screwed up somewhere along the way, why can't you respec it, you know, for a fee? God, I would love that. I mean, yes, it would. I mean, at some point, it's not even an exploit that I can think of, because if you have that many damn skill points, you've already got almost a little bit of everything anyway. And by that point, you have earned the right, you know, like say you don't want to be in nullsec anymore, you want to be in highsec, or the other way around, and you want to, I think you've earned it. You've been in the game that long, and the truth is, if you decide that you're in highsec and you want to be in nullsec, the skill points doesn't give you the skill to be able to survive. So even if you had the skill points to get the super carriers and shit, you'll still die because you don't know what you're doing. So I don't know. I think that it would be nice to have a respec. Coming up, doing more Eve videos, I'm going to debate about the Brave Newbie thing, because I think that would be awesome to do some roams with them. CSM changes. I want to talk about that a little bit. And contrary to believe, I'm going to be neutral this time and not say it should be abolished, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to look through everything that they said, the last CSM notes, which was lengthy, and I'm going to talk about that. I also, on our next mining op, I'm going to record that because we've changed our setup. We used to do 2 orcas. Now we do a freighter and 1 orca. So I'm going to talk about that and the efficiencies with that. And yeah, by the way, I was thinking about changing locations, and that's why I came out to Amar. I wanted to check out prices. So that's why I was looking at stuff, and I'm going to have to change this hairstyle because I'm just not feeling that. So I won't record that because you've seen me change my hair. And what happened to her? God, I made her waist just way too small. Just way too small. Okay, anyway, good to be back filming videos. And I will see you guys in the next one.